Right, guys. Hello there, and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for that transfer show live. And there are some big news, obviously, mainly concerning Andy Carroll. But I want to start through and talk you through the whole situation, the whole, different rumors that we've had over the last few days and weeks. So it started off with reports of him costing 27 million. Then the reports changed to him costing 35 million. Now he apparently only costs 20 million. The rumor is that we want him on loan, but West Ham, if anything, want to sell permanently. But then it's also been said that we might actually be willing to go for a permanent move as well. Reports came out that Conte wants Andy Carroll. That came out 1 or 2 days ago. Now, whether Carroll is Conte's preferred choice out of the three options, out of Benteke, Bokaye, the former Juventus and Red Star Belgrade striker, and Andy Carroll, or if he actually just wants Andy Carroll himself, is a different question. But just now, just a few minutes ago, the Telegraph has basically reported that the chances of Andy Carroll leaving West Ham have been dashed after a scan has shown that he has an ankle injury and is expected to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. So, that is obviously fairly big news. That seems like the deal is off now, if those reports are obviously true. And, I'm not a fan of signing Andy Carroll. I don't think any Chelsea fan is. Some people try to find any positives with it, but generally, I don't think any of us would have been happy with it. A report about the whole striker situation came out that Independent, for example, said that apparently Conte still wants Fernando Llorente. We obviously lost out on in the summer to Tottenham, but let's be honest, they won't sell him after 6 months, even though he hasn't been scoring exactly a lot of goals. Then other rumors about the striker position have been apparently whispers coming out of Italy have said that we're interested in Edin Dzeko, obviously from Roma, as well. But, usually we can't even sign players that we're strongly linked with. So whispers probably won't do. But Dzeko, would be a very, very good target man, in my opinion. If you want a target man, there's not much better out there than Edin Dzeko. But obviously, I'm going to come to your, comments now about Andy Carroll. I don't want Carroll. I think it would be an absolutely ludicrous signing. And it would just show a lack of ambition, to be honest. I mean, backup for Morata, not a competition for the starting spot for Morata. When you hear things like Dortmund want Batshuayi and are willing to let Aubameyang go, but only when they have found a replacement for him, you just ask yourself, why don't we just give them Mishi? Take Aubameyang in return to actually have two top-class strikers. I mean, sometimes you could play two strikers. I don't understand why we're not doing that, but, we all have heard about, we've all talked about the issues with our ambitions. Yeah, Vardy, I would always like Vardy, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything this window so far that this could actually, happen, to be honest. Dzeko, like I said, it could happen. Well, I say it could happen. It probably won't happen, but there have apparently been whispers about that. I would love it, but, I really can't see that one happening. Right. Aubameyang is not leaving now. You think so? Well, fair enough. Let me just read some of your comments. If you have any... Tell Louis to announce Vardy. I'll tell him, all right? Are we rumored of any other players? Well, that's what I'm going to get to. If you have any other questions about the whole Andy Carroll story, ask them now, and then I will get on to the next thing. Obviously, give you a little bit of time. What about Belotti? Well, the thing about Belotti is that he has a massive buyout clause for clubs outside of Italy. I think it's about £85 million or something like that, which is crazy, and we won't pay that, especially when we're looking for a backup rather than actual competition for Morata, obviously. Timo Werner, yeah, not a bad striker, basically a younger version of Jamie Vardy, I would say, but less experienced and not proven in the Premier League. But yeah, let's get to the next story, and that is obviously, well, let me just scroll through here. Just quick. Well, obviously it's about Emerson Palmieri. Even though that's the Italian pronunciation, even though he's Brazilian, so I'm not perfectly sure how to pronounce his name. But quickly, I'm not the biggest fan of. Obviously, he's a 23-year-old Brazilian left back from Roma, and even though I have been told that he was more than just decent before he picked up his recent ACL injury, but he has barely played the season. Okay, same goes for Ross Barkley as well. But still, I mean, it's better than signing no left wing back. Any left wing back will be better than no left wing back because we need to have the option of rotating Marcos Alonso. Even though, whenever Kennedy has played, he's played quite well. But I'd rather see him further up the pitch because, he's all right at defending, but certainly not his position. So I'd obviously rather Alexandro, but, Chelsea seem to feel that he's too expensive for 60 million. Even though when Virgil van Dijk costs 75 million, I don't understand how one of the at least top 5 best left backs in the world in Alexandro if, how 60 million for him would be enough, but okay. And also I prefer Alex Telles from Porto and especially Ryan Bertrand. I'd have all of them three over Palmieri. But, the rumor is that we're interested in him, and apparently the player's agent, Garcia, has been quoted to say there is still bloody hell, I'm going to quote, "There's still nothing certain. We are in a stage of discussions. The two clubs are talking now. We'll see if it will be successful." So apparently there are negotiations going on. I've heard different rumors that they want something between 23 and 26 million pounds. I haven't heard anything on how much we're willing to pay. Maybe we'll even want a loan until the end of the season with an option to buy. Obviously, after his ACL injury, we don't want to take the risk of, if he completely lost his form, because sometimes ACL injuries can properly harm a player's career. So it's not easy. But, everything the agent said, whether that's actually true, whether he actually said that, or even if he did say it, if it's actually true, we don't know, because agents like to say things that aren't always true. But yeah, there's no other, real rumors that have come out since obviously Eunice and Louis spoke to you yesterday. The only other thing I can say about Aubameyang, obviously, a lot of people want him, swap him with Batshuayi, of course, although there have been a fair few disciplinary issues with him at Dortmund. And that's the main reason why they are willing to sell, because, he's by far the best player and by far the best goal scorer. But he is a world-class striker. You don't beat Lewandowski at Bayern Munich to the top scorer in the Bundesliga when you're not even properly fighting for the title, which Dortmund weren't last season, without being world-class. Aubameyang is world-class, even though he has a tendency to miss a lot of chances as well. He's so fast, and because of that, usually creates so many chances for himself and has them created by other players, that he can afford missing chances more than, for example, Morata can, because, he always takes one or two at least, and we need a player like that. We need a player that creates a lot of chances and it takes at least, a good percentage of those. I think, before this story came out that Carroll was going to be off because of this ankle injury that he apparently has, I thought we were going to get Carroll or just actually keep Batshuayi and not sign a striker at all, as annoying that would be. Now, if we're going to go for a different striker, or if we're actually just going to stick with Batshuayi, who Sevilla are still after, on loan, even though they're apparently getting annoyed with us that, it's taken so long, basically, for us to find a replacement. So there's a lot of stuff going around. But, apparently, as it seems, the Andy Carroll to Chelsea deal seems off, or at least the likelihood has been dashed a lot because of that ankle injury. So let me just go through a few of your comments. Someone's talking about Zaha. I'd have Zaha. You guys have. Someone said Belotti really isn't doing well this season. Possibly so, but Torino generally aren't having a great season, to be honest. So, you can always blame it on him because a striker should always just make chances for himself as well, but you can't just put that on him. Icardi is so Chelsea, or too Chelsea. Well, Icardi. Well, the thing with Icardi is, and Nini kind of made that clear to me a little bit. Icardi isn't a striker to make chances for himself. Well, obviously neither is Andy Carroll, but he's not really a target man. Either way, yeah, that's really it with the stories today. I'm not sure if you had someone shouting here. Hopefully that person is not going to come in. Anyway, that's really all of the stories and all of the news that I have today. Obviously, there will be the preview out for the Brighton game on the weekend. That will be out tomorrow. I'm actually flying to England tomorrow because I am going to the Brighton game and also to the Arsenal game next week, which I'm very much looking forward to. Because of that, the preview tomorrow will be out a little bit later than usual because I won't be in, where I'm staying until a good bit after the press conference has taken place. So it will be out a little bit later, but it will be out at some point tomorrow. So, watch out for that. That'd be class. Make sure you subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you haven't already. We massively appreciate that. We would love to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the month. If you could help us reach that, we'd very much appreciate that. And also, leave a like on this video. Leave me all of your thoughts in the comments down below once this, the comment section is born and this live stream turns into a video. That'd be class. Also check out my social media. I forgot to put this thing on here now with my social media. But my social media is Laos1507 on both Instagram and Twitter. It'd be class if you could follow me there. I'm not too far away from 1,000 followers on Twitter. So if all of you watching right now, well, assuming you don't follow me already, head over there on Twitter at Laos1507 and follow me. I could reach 1,000 followers. So that'd be great. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Up to Chelsea. And I'll see you next time.